Hello, Brittany. My name is Anthony. We spoke yesterday briefly on the phone, and I told you I would send you an email with some of the research that I had done, so I could give you a few tips on how you can increase your online presence while also giving you some tips to uh, bring in some more leads directly from your website. So I took a look at your website. I like the colors. I love the logo. You got some good information on here. It's very informative. And the one thing on the front page that I could recommend is this call to action here. I would actually move that up to the beginning and just put it right in here. There's some things that can be done to rearrange some of the content on your website. Other than that, it's set up pretty nicely. The one thing that I did notice is when it comes to content, Google likes to see about 1,500 or more words, especially on your homepage. And basically the reason is because when Google's crawling the websites, trying to find relevant information, having around 1,500 words or more gives Google the impression that you're an expert in what it is you do, and it allows people who are searching for that information to be able to find more information with the relevant information that they're searching for. So the more information that you can put on your website, the better it is. And when I did a word count on your website, just on your homepage, you were right around 680, 690 words. And now the competition that I'm going to be comparing with you is Temecula Valley Junk Pickup and Junk Removal Heroes. Now, Temecula Valley, their word content on their homepage was around 1,380 words, and Junk Heroes was just at 900 words. So both of them could actually use a little bit of work as well. And I'm finding that that's a commonality between most websites, is the limited word content and just not enough word content, to be honest. So let's dive in and take a look at some of the things I wanted to discuss with you. Pull up your website, kbjunkhauling.com, and we're going to talk about keywords. So keywords is really important when it comes to how people find you on the internet and find your website. The more keywords that you have that are relevant to the information that you're trying to get out to the public, the better people will find you, and the better that Google will find relevance in what they're searching for. So right now you're looking at 8 keywords. You're generating no traffic on your website right now. So if we take a look at those keywords, I see, you got junk removal San Jacinto, junk removal Hemet, junk removal Temecula, Hemet, California. The big one here is Temecula and Hemet. They're generating 200 searches for junk removal in Temecula every month. 90 a month in Hemet, and 70 a month in Temecula. And right here is your ranking. This is the traffic that you're pulling from those searches. And it appears that you're pulling no traffic to your website from searches. And your positions are right here. So right here with KB Hauling, that's your branded keyword. So unless somebody specifically plugs in KB Hauling as their search, they're not really going to find you unless they continue to go over to page 5, page 6, page 7. But as we all know, nobody really goes past the first page anymore these days. They just stick with the first page, and generally speaking, the top three generally eat up about 90% of the search volume. So you really want to be in the top 3 in order to generate good business from your website. So let's take a look at your competitors. The first one we'll look at is TemeculaJunk.com. They're generating, or they're using 230 keywords, and we can scroll down and take a look. Right off the bat, junk removal Temecula, 200 volume. They're getting 70 visits to their website each month just from junk removal Temecula, which puts them up in number 2 position. Same goes for Temecula junk removal. That's 100 search volume. They're ranked number 2 in that search. Junk pickup Temecula, that's a 60 volume. They're ranked number 2. They're getting another 20 visitors every month. And we can just scroll down. There's Marietta. I guess there's a lot of trash and junk in Marietta. So it's more than Temecula. More people in Marietta are searching in it than there in Temecula. So you're going to search volume of 300. I mean, they're only in 8, but they're still on the first page. They're still generating people to search their website every month. So as you can see, as you go down, Temecula Valley junk pickup, number one, Temecula Valley junk pickup. That just looks like the same thing. So another one, junk removal Menifee, 150. They're still on the first page. So you can see a commonality here. They're generating traffic to their website based on the keywords that they're using. It's embedded into their website and put in places where they need to be, which is putting them at a higher position. If we take a look at your other competition, Junk Removal Heroes, they have 483 keywords. And the same thing, Junk Removal Hemet, they're in position 2. They're generating 30 people every month on their website. Menifee, they're in position 2. There's another 27. Marietta, position 6. So you can see a commonality with them too. They're using their keywords to generate volume based on how people search for junk removal. And the last thing we want to take a look at is backlinks. And backlinks are simply other domains, other websites that are referring your website to customers from their website. So every time somebody gives you a link to their website and it refers back to you, you're generating power from their website. And so you have 44 backlinks generated from 37 domains. And this is your domain ranking based on backlink profile. And so this goes from 0 to 100, and you're at 0.2. So even though you have 44 backlinks, you're not getting any power from those backlinks because there's hundreds of thousands of websites that can link your website. However, it makes more sense to have more quality than it does quantity, because the better quality that those links are, the more power that you will gain from them. So let's take a look at Temecula Junk. They have 104 backlinks from 58 domains, giving them a rating of 19. So it's significantly higher than yours and only about twice as many backlinks. And we look at Junk Removal Heroes. They have about 233, and this is where the quantity comes in over quality, because they have a lot of backlinks, but they're not getting any quality from those backlinks because they're not generating enough power to give them a better rating. And so that's basically the 3 things I wanted to cover. There's one more thing, I just didn't have time to pull it up right now, and that's citations. So I'll just describe it a little bit. Citations have to do with basically directory. So for every directory that you list your information in, business name, your address, and your phone number, those will give you that will give Google alerts to your website and your business, and it'll allow the public to be able to, find you more. So it's places like Yelp.com, YellowPages.com, just different sites that you can put your information in that'll give you a what's the word I'm looking for? Give you a directory, which will help increase your ranking on Google as well. All right. Well, that'll do it. If there's anything else that you'd like to learn or some more information that you'd like to get, feel free to reach out to me. I'll leave my phone number, and you'll have my email address. Feel free. There's a lot more things that go into this, and I can show you a lot more. All right. Have a good weekend. Talk to you later.